Okay, we're live. So, Aquarius season. So, finding my mojo. All right, so I've been doing some notes on numerology because that's what I'm primarily. Hi, Mariah. Because that's what I'm primarily interested in is numerology. So I did the numerology for the day today with like my knowledge. Nothing's very like set in stone, but I did happen to notice that it's basically a doorway today. So what it is, I believe, is when you have the numbers is 120201. I'm sorry. What? 1202021. My bad. But what you get is you get the 2 in the center with zeros emphasizing that energy, that partnership, resources energy. And then you get the other 2 to re-enunciate. So we got that 20202 energy already, which is like, that's just like big time, like reflections, right? Big time intimacy, intimate relationships. It doesn't have to be a significant other. And then we have the double 1. So it's about you. It's about how are you working with those partnerships? How are you working with your resources right now? And then we get 8. So in the middle, there's some numbers 1, 2, and 5 are present. So this is Aries, Taurus, Leo energy, life path 1, life path 2, life path 5 energy. And then we end on the 8, which is life path 8, Scorpio. And you also have the double 44. So if you're a master number 44, this is a big day. So what that could mean in my analysis is that what rules, what authorities have you been reporting to? Today's also President-elect, I don't even know, Joe Biden's taking office. That's authority, that's 8. And it's also that Scorpion transitional energy too. So transitions, authority, and the divine feminine. So it could be any of those kind of at play. Because of the repeated 1 and 2 again, double, like Aries, like you're in it today. Taurus, you're in it today. Whether that's good or bad, that's up for, your personal path. And then we got the 5 again. So all our Leos and life path 5s are having just their ultimate month anyway. So that's kind of what I got. I have some questions that I wrote. How is your past coming back to haunt you? Notice, it's 1/20/20 today. It's 1/20/20/21. What does that mean? 1/20/20/21. What is coming back? What about 2020 is recurring under this day right now? Is it COVID? Is it unemployment, right? So again, with the 8 as the final addition, like final simplification of the numbers of today's date, you get that 8. And so it represents that ultimate transition. Again, a benefit could be a benefit with your authority figures or the authorities within yourself. It could be a conflict with the authority figures or authority within yourself. For the life path 5 and for the Leo, authenticity is occurring between the self and the partner or the other or the resource. This is actually going to be a portal for like the 5s. You're going to go through this 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, all the way to 9. It's like a little energy portal. So that's going to be, again, self and the other, self and the partner, self and the resource. That 1-2 energy. But focus primarily on the 2 because the 2 is the one that's going 21, 22, 23, 24 in that coming week in like 10 days. So for the Tauruses, the 2s, the life path 11s, and life path 22s, optional, there's a huge energy shift in the awareness of authority within your life, the expansion it has to the self on an intimate level. I'm reading my notes. Questions. What rules and foundations are no longer vibing with your new frequency? It's time to rebuild. Okay. That's all I wrote. Let's get into it. Hi, Hyperdelic. Thanks for coming. Oh, I know what I messed up today. I'm like all in my head. Okay. Pick a stone. Wow, that was really intuitively picked today. So, repeat of the Fluorite Tower. Fluorite Tower. It's not a repeat though. It could be new. Got an amethyst pyramid. Beautiful, beautiful. So pretty. And the new one, we have a Septarian sphere, which is not coming up. But we're going to figure it out. So we'll get there. But it's interesting. Maybe some people will be drawn to it for that reason. Oh, there we go. You can see a little more. Septarian. Look it up if you're interested. Okay. Let's start with Fluorite. Again, still figuring out the levels. Oh, I almost forgot. Again, Aquarius season. Hi, Court. Again, Aquarius season. So we're literally coming from this 10 energy, this self energy. Like today, we're going from the 10 of the Capricorn season into the 11 of Aquarius season. So the 11 is an automatic 2. So not only do we have that 10 to 11, that 1 to 2, but we're also going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's just like, this is the alignment. This is the alignment of the self and the partner, and how today, what today shows you, well, I think you'll know. All right. So, again, Fluorite, Amethyst, 1221. She been seeing the numbers. All right. So we're on Fluorite. What do we need to know if you choose Fluorite? Ooh. Wow. I missed the part about the 8s. Holy moly, you guys. All right. What do we got going on here? What do we got? All right. So I missed the part about the 8, manifestation. So what are you manifesting today, Fluorite? Fluorite peoples. Is it something that you've been struggling to manifest? Something that you feel is manifesting regardless of your will towards it? We got physical activity. And then the 6 plus 7 is a 13, which is a little bit separate, but you know, a lot of people find their lucky numbers and things like that. And you get a 1 plus 3 is a 4 as well. Physical activity. So like, it's not like you're a lazy ass, go outside, run, run, run. It's literally like, what physical activity is going to be serving me? I chose a lot of cool cards for that today, so we'll see. We'll probably emphasize on this more. Is it yoga? Is it running? Is it swimming? Is it like literally just like breath work? Breath work? Breath is physical. Breath is physical. And also other. Okay, and then we got the trifecta. We got a teaching and learning card. We got a parenting card. And we got a perseverance card. My immediate assumption is that they're in connection with each other, only because the teaching and learning, parenting is about teaching and learning, right? It could be a relationship with a mother, father, daughter, son, or it could be your inner child. Also, I'm getting a lot of like partnership vibes from this. So it could be your significant other, or again with the intimate relationships. We're doing a lot of that today. Are you recognizing their inner child when they're asking to be seen? If you recognize the inner child, that doesn't mean that you're pitying it. That doesn't mean that you're victimizing it. That doesn't mean that you're, making it any harder than it needs to be. To recognize and to validate that within a significant other is a very dramatic step. So I do see that in this card in, okay, how am I teaching, but how am I learning? It's this balance. And that's what partnership is about. I really love that. And also, perseverance. It ain't just going to be one thing. Like, it's going to be over and over, and you're going to continue to see that cycle and that cycle. And you don't have to get scared and drop it. You got to persevere through that cycle so that you're going to change it from the inside out. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Love you all. What do we need to know for the fluorite people? Should I post a picture? I feel like I should post a picture. I messed it up this morning. It's okay. Whatever. Happens, right? Hello, Kobe Bryant. Okay, so what are you refusing to see? And it's that big 2 energy again. So what are you refusing to see? I always got to remind, most of the time, what we're refusing to see is the positive, is the blessing, is the gratitude, is the appreciation, is the support. It could be that. Or it could be that you're refusing to see that you have decisions to make in order to get to the place that you want to be. Daydreams and decisions. Not just daydreams, not just decisions. They're working hand in hand. They're working in partnership with each other. Again, partnership. You cannot carry out a daydream without making those choices. But likewise, if you're just making choices and you have no intention of that, of where you're going, then you're just making choices. You're just running yourself around. Learning. But yeah, so definitely, what daydream do you need to widen your perspective on? Yeah. All right, first quarter in Aries. So the moon being in Aries, we got really interesting energy today because it's a Earth-air cusp. As an air sign, I know we feed fire. So I would say that the Aquarian shift that's occurring is also going to be feeding the moon in Aries, which is really, really significant because the numerology that we just did was all in Aries, and in that one energy. So anyway, also what just occurred in my head is where were we when we were last talking? I believe, I could be wrong, but I just want to throw it out there for anyone who's hearing me. Where were we when we last had a placement in that Aquarius cusp on the 0 degrees of Aquarius? I believe that was at the Great Conjunction. I believe, unless 0 degrees is like in the center and I'm just tripping. Let me know. But definitely more resurfacing. Ooh, we got it. I wasn't going for it, but it came out by itself. Got Midas or Miser. Oh, for the archetype card. So for the light attributes, we got entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. I love that. Shadow attribute. Hoarding money and emotions. Obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Very kind of stands on its own, actually. With this card, we need to remind ourselves that money flows. Money runs like water. It comes and it goes, but it will always come again. And that's because of you. I know you think, oh, well, like, you know, some people have so much support and this and whatever. No. You're meant to be here. So the universe is going to keep you here no matter what. And only if you can see that abundance outside of money, then you can begin to recognize how you can apply that abundance to your money. And otherwise, you guys are doing great. And I really like, it's catching my eye, delight in sharing life's riches, because we were talking about the partnership, because we were talking about, you know, it's no fun to hoard all your money to yourself. It's just not. We want money because we want to take our friends out to eat. We want to have a fun day at the festival or whatever. We don't do it just to hoard and just to be like self-infatuated. I mean, and if it is, then what void is that filling? But we don't have to go there right now. I really like that. Fluorite people. Amethyst. Septarian, because I forgot to post the picture, but you know what? We just being authentic out here. All right. So, what is an Ayurvedic medicine practice that we should bring our awareness to this week up until the full moon? The full moon's in Leo. I actually do remember now. So we're actually going fire sign to fire sign. Like, yeah, we're going to be going through the other ones, but what does that say about this energy? What does that say about your passion and commitment and willpower? All right, group one. I love this. Toxic tongue cleanup. So I know at first you're like, damn, it's because I'm fucking swearing. It's not because of that. They are talking about tongue scraping. So in Ayurveda, and actually Chinese medicine too, there's a lot of stuff about, the tongue and what it can show you about that person's balance and that person's equilibrium. So in this case, it's talking about cleaning that so that you can, and use your toothbrush. It talks about a scraper, but like just use your toothbrush. And just like focus that energy on there and how that's affecting you. I don't know. You're going to get something out of it though. But yeah, really interesting Ayurvedic practice to give a run. Public relations is something I don't know anything about, unfortunately. Sorry. But I think that that's something that you should be further exploring with people who have worked in that field before. And, you know, kind of getting more guidance from people who've had experience in that field. And when you energetically exchange with people like that, then you're going to learn a lot more about whether or not that's something you'll find good in for yourself, right? Because no one can tell you that but you. You can find good. There's all these pathways. I can pull cards, but I'm going to go with, I have to go with my structure because I'm just starting out. But if you pick a crystal, then we can apply it further to that. So we're doing fluorite. This is the last fluorite reading, our card deck. And we got the Amethyst Tower. And we got Septarian Sphere, which is not coming up, but now we know that it won't come up. But it's pretty. Thanks for understanding. Okay, well, let's do the yoga pose for group 1. Ooh. Let's do balancing the cat is what it's called. Pretty straightforward. Again, because of the words on the back, I always recommend people looking it up. But there we go. So whenever you're feeling out of sorts this week, maybe give that a try. Okay, fluorite people, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much. I really like what's going on. You're going to find that abundance yet that you're looking for. Okay. Amethyst people. Amethyst pyramid people. What do we need to know? Okay. Oh! Okay. Wow. I'm gonna pull another one. Okay, Court, here we go. You got some fun messages out here. I guess I do see it. Oh my god, who was that? Okay, I got that. Here we go. All right. So, we got change. We got personal growth. We got individuality. Court, I'm looking at you. And we got financial discipline. So, there's some change already going on. There's some change that's already passed. This is obvious. And there's also some personal growth that's affected by that change. So I think that's really powerful that these two come out, because change and personal growth are inherently different, you know? They are one and the same, but at the same time, they're almost like a dualistic pair. So when the change comes, the growth comes, but not in the same, not in oneness with itself almost. It's in a duality with its other part. I don't know if anyone heard that, but there's some angry dogs out there. No, but so how can you find personal growth in that change? Or have you found it already? Again, with individuality amongst change, financial discipline amongst change. Oh my God, that's hard. So, and then we also got the double 11. So, or the single 11, but I will say double. So, individuality, and then again with the portal today with the 1-2-0-2-0-2-1. So it's an 11 portal. It's an 11 gateway. This entire month has been an 11 gateway. So that part. But here you are. Here you are. That's the only real advice I see moving forward from this deck right here. Let's see. What else do we need to know for these Amethyst Pyramid people? All right. Yeah, so next week I need to figure out, need to remember to post the crystals beforehand, but that's okay. That's okay. We're doing great. Oh! You guys, I don't have nothing to say to you. It literally says manifest and success and growth. Look at that. So honestly, I get the energy started. This is the first card in the entire deck here. So start today. There's only one thing waiting for you. I love this. You guys are aligned. You guys are aligned. That's really good. That's really powerful. The archetype, Moon in Aries. Also, your placement of your moon sign can show you a lot about how the moon is going to be treating you each cycle. Hit me up. We can analyze it. Ooh, pioneer! Pioneer. Light attribute. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Interesting. Okay, shadow attribute. Ooh, this happens to me all the time. Compulsive need to keep moving on. So this is about resources. This is about resources. In one sense. Because what resources do you feel, what partnerships, what resources you feel like you constantly need these changes, you constantly need to move on, these tasks, these manifestations, these efforts and these manifestations. Which ones do I feel like I consistently don't feel comfortable in? I need to consistently move on, which is neither good nor bad. It's just if it's, again, compulsive. Which ones, do I feel I'm actually pioneering this? I'm actually leading the way. I'm actually trailblazing it for myself. And I love that image for you guys. A heart light bulb. Okay, Amethyst Pyramid people, Amethyst Pyramid people. Can you put a description before you post a live stream? Or do you have to put the description after? I skipped the description on accident. Okay, I swear to God, we got this one last week. Okay, get off this video right now! Okay. Compulsive need to move on. You'll be on that timeline. The digital world is so beneficial to us. We need to go on it. We need to connect, especially what with COVID. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, passing now, but like, we have shifted our entire understanding of what belongs on the internet during this time. Seriously, seriously. You know, maybe the vaccine, maybe this. Some people, they already went electric. I don't think they're going back. You know, they already went virtual. I don't think they have any need. They've been even more abundant due to this, right? But for us, how much is that point? What's that point? You get to explore that. That's so key for us, exploring all these different facets. We can literally go where we want. We can literally have anything at our fingertip, in a sense, right? But what point am I now not really serving my purpose and I'm beginning to serve all these other kind of random purposes? You know, it's one thing to serve someone directly, you know, like people getting fitness training, or like reading, or you know, even things that, you know, simple exchanges. But there's a lot of loose ends out there. So am I just, you know, this person, they post all these videos, blah, right? And that's great, and that's what it's for, but how am I using it right now? I don't know. That's a good card, though. And I love that for you, Courtney, because I know a little bit. That's like your only like home right now is through your phone. Like, how are you supposed to talk to anyone? It's definitely challenging you to you know, continue exploring that new environment and whatnot as well. Okay. So let's see. When we feel out of sorts this week. I love this card. Oh my god. I don't need my reactions for everything, but yes, Courtney. So you guys got the lion. And so, oh my god, Courtney Tinder. I love it. The roar. So I love this one. I'm just going to demonstrate because I normally don't because it's awkward, but this one you just sit, you know, kind of on your knees like he's doing, and take a breath in through the nose, but when you blow it out, you stick your tongue all the way out as far as you can really push it without being like extra. Do it with me. So I actually been really liking this a lot. So try it out if you guys are like, oh, I need to like, you know, center myself, get my energy in a way. It's gonna be packaged. Okay. Amethyst pyramid people, that was for you. I love you guys so much. There's so much good stuff there. Septarians. It's a really cool stone. The big ones get real gemmy. Okay. What do we need to know? For these spherical people. Shuffling. All right. Okay, so there's changes taking place. There's things manifesting. Maybe through changes being made, things are starting to come out of the woodwork. Good job. Oh, effort and patience. Beautiful. So when you manifest, you need to be patient. Like, so patient. Like whatever you had and then times 2. Because you're manifesting something that you've never manifested before. Simple as that. If you went and tried to manifest something you manifested however long ago, then There you go. So, again, with the changes, it's heavy 5. Maybe it's the doorway. I don't know. But 5 was definitely a number today. So it's this changing energy, I guess, that we're being shown. And then again with the manifestation. But again, the order in which they came out was change, then manifestation, and these guys popped out simultaneous to each other, just kind of like one on top of the other like this. So boom, right off the bat, patience, and then again with the effort. So it's that give and take always. Oh my God, I totally forgot to talk about that. So it's that give and take. Maybe I'll talk about it before I end the video. You need to put in the effort, but then you need to wait for that energy to come back, because that is the difference between a reaction and a response. So, for instance, you're talking to your friend or partner and you put the effort to validate yourself, to ask them to respect you in a different way that you maybe haven't asked them to do before. But you need to be patient because we're all programmed, right? But that manifestation's right around the corner the whole time. So you will get a reaction. Their reaction will be that them telling you, oh, I want this, I agree with you, I'll do this, I want this type of situation. But that's the reaction. The response is in a whole different cycle. Beautiful. Lots of partnership vibes today. Actually, we're not setting up for that, but that's good. Okay. You cannot have this until you have this, okay? And this ties into patience and manifestation, honestly. And I put the cards away, but this is the second 13 that's come up for you guys. So 1 and 3. 1 is the self. 3 is the community. 3 is the creativity. 3 is that willpower. 3 is that simple communication styles. Because you can't have the full love if you're holding something that's blocking it, right? You know what it is. Let's find some more. Let's find some more info. Let's find some more info. Sometimes the direction that you think you're supposed to go is not the direction that you're actually gonna get pushed into. All right. We got storyteller. Archetype. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. The shadow attribute is making up tales that harm others. Ouch. So this is really interesting because this is talking about you. And if there are tales being created to harm others, I would imagine it's only on an intimate level because that's where the child comes out, It's true. And sometimes this is not by the participation of the person. Like, you will do things because you're in that victim's mentality, because you're in that hurt place. and you want that validation and you want someone to recognize. But then in reality, that's pulling them into that. And that's, creating that negative feeding process, that negative cycle. So then rather, I would say, check in with yourself. On that note, at least, check in with yourself. Validate yourself first. Release the need to receive love from anywhere other than yourself. And also, you guys are really good communicators. And that goes back into the 3 energy of that creative communication style. All right. Ayurvedic medicine for our Septarians. Oh, we got some. Okay. So, really interesting. I really like this one. It's called purposeful gazing. I mean, gaze. This is actually about candle gazing. So it's literally, and I think they said you can do it sometimes with the sun, like when it's setting, and with the moon if you want, but it's a little different. I prefer candle the most. I really like them the most. They've been helping me meditate a lot. So, but basically, it's very simple. It's this purposeful gaze, gazing at the candle. And then what they say in the book is to kind of like close your eyes and follow that trace, right? Like follow that, like when we're kids and we're whatever. Same concept, exact same concept. And then again, yeah, just like meditating, you could do open eye meditation with it at the same time if you want to. Really interesting. I found this card to be like so useful to me because it gave me a sense of beginning and ending of a meditation, which I didn't have any sense of that before. So highly recommend. All right. And now for the healing yoga poses that we want. Oh, there it is. Well, that was interesting. I'm normally shuffle like that. Okay, you guys got the... Okay, it's called the locust, half locust. It's pretty straightforward, actually. Oh, I see. So I think the half locust is when you do like one arm at a time, or one leg at a time. The full locust is when you do everything. Interesting. Yeah, definitely look it up because there's a lot of different details about this position, but that's what it's called, is the locust. Like the okay, that's it. I'll have nothing else. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry, Chloe, I didn't talk about public relations, but I do hope that you still got something from the reading. Again, with everyone from all 3 groups, thank you for coming. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys for the full moon in Leo. Okay, love you. Bye.